Yesterday, I received a message on Instagram from someone who said, I'm always waiting for a new podcast episode because you're the only one who gets it. And then I realized I haven't recorded a podcast in 3 weeks, so it's time. And it's not that I've lacked inspiration or something, but the past few weeks have been a bit busy because we were traveling from Bali to Lombok. And as you might know, traveling can sometimes be very exhausting, right? And if you've been following me on Instagram, you've seen this because we were there. The hotel was very busy. We took a flight, so there was a lot going on. But we had some fun. But I'm glad to be back here in Bali. We are back at the same house because we left here because there was so much construction near the house, and we thought, okay, we need a break from it, and that's why we booked 1 week in Lombok. But now we're back in Bali, and the construction is better. It's still there, so we're trying to look another place here, but there is construction everywhere and we don't know what to do. So let's see what happens. We're thinking maybe about flying back to Europe earlier. We don't know yet. We just want to see in the next few weeks what will happen. So I will keep you posted about this. Okay, so in this episode, I want to dive into something we all hope to experience in our concussion recovery, right? So this is a breakthrough moment because in our recovery we learn so many things. It's like a personal development to the max. But I want to share one comment from a community member because she shared her experience, and I'll just read it out loud because I think it's very valuable for you. And I really felt this one. So here we go. For me, the moment that things changed was when I realized that I don't have to piece my life back together exactly as it was before my accident. I can choose to see this as an opportunity to rebuild my life in a more meaningful and intentional way. This realization is huge. So many of us spend so much energy trying to get back to our old selves, the person we were before the accident. And while it's natural to want to go back, this breakthrough highlights a different perspective. What if we saw recovery as a chance to rebuild our lives in a new way? A way that is more aligned with our current values, needs, and what truly matters to us now. And this member went on and said, I definitely don't find it easy to feel this way every day, but I keep reminding myself that I can change what's happened. The only thing I have control over is how I respond to what happens. This is such an important insight. None of us have control over what happened to us, but we do have control over how we respond to it. It doesn't mean we are not going to have tough days. We all do. There will be moments of frustration, of grief, of feeling like we're not making any progress. But if we can keep coming back to this idea, the choice that to respond in a way that moves us forward, even if it's just a little bit, that's where real change happens. And now I know how isolating and overwhelming this journey can feel. It's easy to get stuck in cycles of doubt and frustration, especially when progress seems slow, right? But I want you to know that you're not alone in this, and there is a whole community of people who understand what you're going through because they've been there too. So if you're feeling stuck in your recovery, you're feeling alone or unsure or where to go next, I just want to invite you to check out the Concussion community. It's a place where you can find support, resources, guidance, everything to help you move forward. And the doors, they open from coming Monday, September 2nd to Thursday, September 5th. So don't miss this chance if you're looking for knowledge to move forward or for more support. And you will find all information when you click on the link in the show notes here from the podcast. So I thought as you yeah, if you go through your day today, I just want you to encourage you to think about this. So, what if your recovery isn't just about getting back to the old you? What if it's an opportunity to create something even better and more meaningful and more intentional? So, I just want to leave you with this thought today, and I hope it will change something in your mindset. I hope you can find something, some reason why, or else some opportunity to create something better. So if there is something you wanted to do for years, or if it's something, for example, if you can't go back to work right now, what if there is maybe something else you can do? So, not the old work you were doing, but something you really love. Because I spoke to many people, and while they were in their during their hard days of recovery, they thought there was no way out. There was no way they could go back to work ever, and they'd already tried so many times to go back, but it wasn't working out. They felt like they would be stuck there in that cycle forever. But then I talked to them about a few months later, or some people even a year later, and they changed their jobs. They didn't force themselves to go back to a job they didn't like. For example, there was someone, and he worked at an office 40 hours a week, and he did something with Excel sheets. So it was really like administration tasks. And he pushed himself to go back because he told himself, I need to go back to work. Of course, you have to pay your bills. And that was the only thing that he saw. He thought, okay, I need to go back to this job because that's my job. And I was able to do this job before the accident. So I need to do this right now. I need to go back. But then he realized, maybe I don't need to go back to this job. Maybe there are other opportunities, other things I can do that are not forcing, where I'm not forcing myself, or it's not holding back my recovery. Maybe there is something I can do that I can still pay my bills, that I can still focus on my health, that I'm not pushing myself every day that makes symptoms worse. So he started to brainstorm. He shared this with me a couple of weeks ago, and he started to brainstorm, okay, what are the things that I can do so I don't have to go back to this old office job? And right now he is working at, how do you say this in English, a flower store. And he is doing something that he really loves. He is picking the flowers every day. He is making lovely bouquet out of it, and he is just selling the flowers. And he is not using any computers anymore. He is just out there doing something fun, and he can pay the bills right now. Maybe it's less, the income is less than when you compare it with his office job, but it's supporting his health. He is doing something he loves, and yeah, he can just now move on, right? So sometimes even better can come out of this. And I see this many times happening in the community. People, they start talking about work and maybe possibilities or new things they can do. And I just want to encourage you that there are so many things possible. So, for example, when I wasn't able to do any computer work, I did some dog walking and I did babysitting. Only the small babies who slept during the day, so I could rest as well. But there is so much out there that you might not even know of. But there is so much possible. I just want you to know about that. And if you feel stuck, and if you feel like, hey, I really don't see it right now, I really don't know what to do, you can always send me a message. I love to brainstorm with you too. But you can always join the community, of course, next week, because we are talking about this topic too, about many other topics as well. But I just want you to know that, yeah, today just think about this question: what is an opportunity to create something even better, something more meaningful and intentional? Because I think that's where this is all about. Do something that supports your recovery. You don't have to go back to the old you. And I know you maybe want to go back to the old you so badly, but this old version of you isn't there anymore. And even if you didn't sustain a concussion, the old version isn't there anymore. So you need to look forward and not backward. So please think about this. think about something, creating something even better, because even if you don't see it right now, there is something better out there. Okay, I just hope this helps you today. I just wanted to share it with you because it really resonates with how I see things in my journey, and I just hope that it's helped you.